That man said, I don't cheat. Oh my.
Yeah, so y'all don't hate me for switching to this camera. I ain't gonna lie. Just off this camera right here got me wanting to play my career all over again. Just how fire it is. You can see the entire arena from the court, which is pretty dope. This is like that one camera I be seeing a lot of people play on there, do clips for like TikTok and IG. I'm like, this is my first time playing on it. So I'm like, this is nice. Like that look pretty. That looks so clean to me. De'Aaron Fox with the mismatch expert too. Shifty shooter. All type of situations where it pops up. So going back to this play right here, De'Aaron Fox is just nice. Like he just like that perfect combination of skill set as far as like handling, shiftiness, then he can shoot. That move was that hezzy laddering over to the left right there was pretty nice. It was slow, but I was able to chain it together going into the go-to shot. That's it. Nothing crazy. I just like how I can like go into the next move with it, with how slow it was. I was able to have a moment of like, okay, what I want to do next because Luka went under the screen. The biggest takeaway from using these guards, of course, I'm not sure if that was a cross launch. I'm all over the place because I wasn't ready for that. I forgot about that. But that was a nice hit. That was De'Aaron Fox's cross launch. And he got crazy separation, of course. I had went back to the left with Luka jumping to the right, tried to meter dunk it, just mistimed it. So in this next one, we did use this. Nah, I actually got it in with the Mavs. I finally got it in with them. So me switching to freelance to 5 out. Kyrie is Kyrie. You already know. The best ball handler in the league. Best handles, all that shifty. I do not like his go-to though. That's his go-to. That's one of his go-tos. He literally jumps right into you and pulls. That's what he does, but 2K turns that is not good at all. Now something that I missed right here was the Luka moving cross. So his moving cross is actually really good. That is fast. If he can keep it going, I'm not too sure because he hit me with this letter when I was using the Bucks when I had Gary Trent back on transition. That moving cross is really fast. So as far as you continuing the animation, I'm not too sure. We all know Luka, like he plays at a slow pace. You see the step back. That's, you just go ahead and hit that bell out if you use that. Now this right here with the Knicks and Mavericks, this was the interesting one only because I feel like this isn't how Brunson plays. But I was like, just like how I'm using everybody else, I'm just trying to see what Sigs they got, this, that, and the third. And it was just interesting because I feel like I got the most out of what I was looking for using Brunson. It was weird. I was able to trigger like 2 speed boosts. You see he got the 2K24 step back that everybody uses. So now I'm like, okay, we got some structure. But it's just weird because it's Brunson. I don't consider Brunson a dribble like that in real life or for him to have a bag like that. This is somebody that he's literally the perfect solo rec player. Like he wants to get to the post and just shoot over people, and he's the shortest. That was the first speed boost I got right there, and then I do it again right here, and I was like, oh, now I got a feel for it. Now it's clicking. Literally me clicking the right stick, going into the same direction after doing his escape is what triggers the speed boost. Doing a step back, escape, going into the same direction, up, left, right stick, hitting it twice, escape, up, left, speed boost. Do I feel the speed boost is good? No, I don't. It doesn't hit like the other 2Ks. It only hits if you can shoot off that. Like if that ball hit that court, can I shoot my regular form off that? That's what I should have did. But I don't know. I feel like that setter gonna set. That's what I feel like is gonna happen. And the next games with the Nuggets, it's probably the most go-to shot that was talked about since the release of the trailer. Got Jamal Murray. I wanted to find out a few things. Of course, it's behind the back. You'll see later on. But I was like, let me see his go-to shot for myself. That's literally what he does in real life. He did that to AD for game numerous occasions. But I was like, I gotta keep it real with myself. His shot, his upper is still slow. Like I remember like keeping track of this. I'm like, his upper isn't fixed in my opinion because of the release point, him like shooting in front of his face, and then like he catapults it like straight up. But the release still takes it's still heavy, like it's slow. That's how the release felt. So it's just his release. It's just what it is. He ain't the only player with releases like that. But him in particular, he's known for having a terrible release, and it still felt terrible to me. I'm not gonna lie. That's Jamal Murray's behind the back now, and it's weird because lightning launch is popping up. Don't know why. Jokic, that's his go-to shot, the 1 foot special that he does all the time. Yeah. So this next one, we got it in with Cade Cunningham. Cade plays pretty slow pace. In my opinion, I ain't gonna say he really downhill like that. Outside of like unless he gunning. And when I say he gunning, like when he looking to score like that, because 9 times out of 10 he has to being on the Pistons because can't nobody else really get busy like that. Jaden Ivey has some games like that. But looking at Cunningham 6, he has Trae Young cross, and he's a bully style player because he literally just drove into Luka and just said, "Get off me!" Like we back to 2K18, Wolf running point, stiff arming people. So he felt really good. I don't think I took a jump shot with him. I do. Yeah, I threw a oop right here. That was pretty nice, just with the camera angle and all that. K felt how I see him hooping. I put it that way. Like he's simple with it. I could have pulled that step back. Him having the trade card, that's the step back I was talking about that everybody got, and it's only like a select few that have either their own step back or of course that the Curry John Wall step back from 24. Like I should have, but it was just what was on my mind at the time, and that was to be in that builder. So that CJ go-to shot, as he does that, that's how his shots fall too. And the greens is pretty much back to how they used to fall in 23, but a little bit softer touch, it seems. Playing against somebody else because they're going to jump at you or at least be on right stick. Have their hands up before the contest. His cross looked really good, but I canceled it doing the step back and I spammed it again. So I'm like, all right, I'm tired of seeing that step back. So many people got it. That's what I got with Ingram and CJ, and I was like, yeah, get on out of there. But I definitely wanted to use Jalen Green and see if he had a bag on here, if he had a move set, see his go-to step back. I don't know if that's the same one canceled, but the standstill go-to where he rocks you to sleep and step back, that was pretty nice. But yeah, people gonna contest that though. That's the only thing about that. But the go-to shot is nice though. I ain't gonna lie, like that's what he does. He literally does that in real life. Get in his bag, step back, that run he went on, that scoring spree he went on was amazing. That's all he was doing. You know, I'm trying to catch a body with him too. You know, Jalen Green be booming that. He do. That's not the same step back. I did trigger a speed boost with him though, and that was a tough lay. I saw because I don't have the badge showing, so I'm not sure what his physical touch is on or physical finisher is on. But triggering the speed boost, that was nice because it felt natural. Escape, cross, snatch back, escape back to the left, and then to the speed boost. And that was like that's a legit like nice setup that I was able to pull off right there. And it just came out so naturally. Lakers and OKC. So I definitely wanted to use SGA on this. SGA feels completely different from 24, I'll say. You can tell he has more of his own finishes, his own sigs, and that I feel like I want to say a dribble style in a way. Of course, the go-to that's his, the little hop forward, cross, hop back, then he pulls. That it's not a lot going on, but at the same time, like SGA, the average is 30, so it works for a reason. That's one of the moves where you just go crazy on. I sold because I didn't do his regular form. I feel like it ain't nothing. It shouldn't be like 24 because he jumps super high, but really SGA barely gets off the ground. Bron, I do at some point use the Lakers. That was another one. SGA's cross. I don't think that was his escape. I can't remember. That move right there before the snatch back, and then I spam it again going back left, and then I spam it going back to the right, trying to trigger a speed boost. I just don't know if that's the escape. It's just not a traditional escape. That's a good thing if it is, because that means it's it's a new one. Somebody has a new escape in the game. I just can't remember if that's what it was that I did. I feel like it is based off how I dribble. A lot of times I catch myself like doing an escape and then snatching back, escape, snatching back. And I think Conley actually has one of the highest steals in the game, so that was situation not surprising. One of the biggest things about Ant Edwards gameplay is that they got his whole movement down packed to a T. Like how he's moving his sigs. I feel like he has his own sigs movement dribble wise, because it felt like him, and it was just something that I never seen before. Even in 2K24, I was like, this don't like, it didn't feel like Ant Edwards, but this one, just how he moves, how he dribbles, the little things like that, just how he just dribbled to the middle. And then the classic standstill double cross, love to do to set up everything. You wait it out long enough, you can set it up, get something going. That's his step back that you keep seeing, the double cross back behind him. And you know, Ant love pulling those step back middies. That's what he does, man. Does he have his own step back ending? I feel like he does. I don't remember seeing that at all. So, and I feel it would be a lot of fun to use